Gertrude Stein penned the famous line, "A rose is a rose is a rose." But Gertrude was wrong. A rose isn't always a rose. Sometimes it can be the sign of a miracle.
Welcome to another edition of Roses and Rosewood on the Thrift Store Rundown, the only YouTube channel to bring both The Bachelor and Pretty Little Liars home on a budget. Two minor miracles in the grand scheme of television and two major miracles in the even grander scheme of binge-worthy guilty pleasures. We got a video for you so good, it'll make you scream, and I mean scream! But more on that later. For all of you hardcore Ellen DeGeneres viewers, the Us Weekly cover story here might have been reason enough to make you scream, either for or against Ellen. Me, I'm not screaming, but I do have a quick opinion to share. Cruel, greedy, and a control freak. Is Ellen a monster? Staffers reveal insane demands. No eye contact. No gum chewing. Heck, you might as well put a sign above the Ellen offices that looks a lot like this. The accusations have put a strain on her marriage to the Australian Portia de Rossi. I am not an avid Ellen viewer, so I would never ever scream for or against Ellen DeGeneres. However, that picture does make her look an awful lot unflattering. However, I think the only thing she's guilty of at this point is not corralling her staff enough to curb all this bad behavior in the bud. The lingering effects of this scandal continue to weigh heavy. Not only will her talk show be wrapping up its 19th and final season later this year in May, but we just learned today that NBC has axed her Game of Games spinoff after 4 seasons. I do hope that she, with a fair amount of discipline, will be able to salvage whatever dignity she has left and possibly go out with a bang, so that Kelly Clarkson can continue her reign as the queen of human interest talk, or, and this is a rumor folks, if Jennifer Hudson's looking to take her time slot for NBC-owned and operated stations. We need another talk show newbie, like we need another, I don't know, Ellen show game. We do wish her well, though. But you know, this is Roses and Rosewood, right? I didn't pay 99 cents just to see your girl Ellen possibly go down the toilet. And I also didn't pay 99 cents to see the Kristen Cavallari's divorce teller. No disrespect to her. As a matter of fact, we'll be profiling Kristen Cavallari in depth very soon. I didn't pay 99 cents for that Duchess Princess Kate story. I certainly didn't pay 99 cents for a Kim Ye under pressure story. Forget them. No. I paid 99 cents for the May 25th, 2020 issue of Us Weekly for the following features, and plenty of them. And these features are so good, again, they'll make you scream. A little pair of teeth for you on page 10 for what's in store on page 22 inside this edition of Us. I made a good decision. Bachelor Nation's very own Wells Adams tells us about proposing to Modern Family alumnus Sarah Hyland. But when exactly will they walk down the white-tiled altar? For many folks, that's the equivalent of walking down the yellow brick road. And if it was ever possible, I certainly will walk down that road with Nikki Bella. Although, thanks to you, Tim, no chance. Pregnant Nikki Bella, co-WWE Hall of Famer with twin sister Brie, with fiancé Artem C. I am not going to attempt to pronounce your last name. It's not just because I respect you too much to, butcher that name a little bit, but I just don't know how to get it right is all. Anyway, she refers to her gray hair here, if you can see it up close personal, her grays as sparkles. Gray or not, I have to say, she's my favorite of the Bella twins. Yeah, I favor Nikki over Brie, although I love them both. Let's continue on. Lucy Hale is spotted with Elvis enjoying the sunny weather during the leisurely stroll around the neighborhood photographed May 6th in LA, and the stars there just like us section, sporting a cool pair of sunglasses with no mask. Come on, Lucy, this was during the peak pandemic season. You know the rules, mask up. Now for what was teased on page 10, quarantine QTs. Wells and Sarah. A little global pandemic can't intimidate this couple. Quote, if we can get through this, then we should be getting married. That's what Wells Adams told us about fiancée Sarah Hyland. They quarantined really well together, and even after 3 years, Adams is still learning new things about Hyland. Like how she looks without false eyelashes or hair extensions. She's beautiful both ways, and that makes her a keeper, and you know what? Speaking from her point of view, that makes you a keeper as well, Wells. So hopefully, in the future, all's well that will end Wells for this lovely couple. And I mean down the white tiled altar. One woman who has no plans to walk down that altar, or any colored altar for that matter, would be Shay Mitchell. Sexy, sexy, sexy Shay Mitchell, who definitely looks even more gorgeous alongside her baby girl Atlas. And here, pictured 6 months old. 2 steps back, 0 steps forward. She can now sit up super straight. Capturing her little girl's precious moments has been, quote, so much fun, the Bay's travel creator and Miss Emily Fields tells us. Her daughter with boyfriend Matt Babel, who shall remain her boyfriend until further notice, has a special skill, crawling backward. We're waiting for the day she decides to come forward. We wrap up this edition with a special shout out to the ousted Vice President of Bachelor Nation, Chris Harrison, host of the spin-off Listen to Your Heart, which never should have been. The Bachelor spin-off wraps up after 6 episodes, with each couple's final performance and multiple decisions about who will continue to date once the cameras stop rolling. This was like The Bachelor with a twist a la American Idol. That was a lazy twist, it never should have been, but hey, it brought in more ratings for them, so perhaps it was a good decision, if a lazy one, all on. And because I referenced it, a quick shout out to Neve Campbell of Scream fame. The 25 Things You Don't Know About Me section, this questionnaire here, I'm showing an homage to Scream's 25th anniversary, and of course the new Scream film from a couple of YouTubers turned filmmakers, which hit theaters last week. I actually have the original movie on DVD, and if you'd like to see it, I don't think I've done it. Maybe I have, but if I haven't, I will certainly do it someday. Well, let's see. We got Nikki Bella, one half of the Bella twins. We got Lucy Hale. We got Shay Mitchell. We got Wells Adams. We got Chris Harrison. Wow. That's a lot to cover for this year of Roses and Rosewood. And it gets all 5 claps as a result. Yet another very good production, Us Weekly. Sans Ellen DeGeneres. You take a moment and say your goodbyes, and I'll catch you back here again next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching TSR. Now, to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. And I'll catch you on the thrift side.